Hey guys, I'll just wait a few minutes for people to find this live. Hey, so anybody that's joining me on the live feed right now, please just send me a message to show that you can hear the sound, okay? Welcome into the space. Cool. Thank you guys. I'm just going to add it to a couple of groups. Give me a sec or two. Welcome Lisa, welcome Julia into the space. Hi, Tristan. Hazel, and Julia, wow, and Katie. All the tribe coming in from different states overseas. Beautiful, beautiful. It feels like, hey Dina. Just waiting for people to find this video. I give them a moment or two more. Hi guys, so welcome everybody who's joining me on the live feed. This Thursday morning, the 17th of November 2022. Just putting it out into a few groups, hopefully get some traction here. It's always tricky with the algorithms that keep changing. I'll be with you in a second. Okay. So thank you for joining me this morning, or if you're watching the replay, welcome. I've just been guided to do a Facebook Live today just because it feels quite a dissolving and disintegrating energy at the moment. So, you know, we've had the eclipse in the 11/11, and it's been... I always find that it's interesting to watch what happens, the outplay of the energies, especially not just in the global stage, but also within the Lightworker Starseed community. I was listening to a bit of Amanda Ellis's post earlier today, and just how people are, you know, saying stuff about her just because I feel that sometimes more and more she's actually speaking her authentic truth through her Metatron channel, and that isn't always what people want to hear, and it isn't always what people agree with. And you know, we you know, when these rippling, accelerating codes come through, it feels like there's a shifting and a reorganization within our energy field, our frequencies. And this may bring up the shadow of the community, well, the shadow of the collective, really, but definitely the shadow of our community. And the shadow of our community is the infighting, I feel, that sometimes happens when these big shifts occur, because people disagree with each other, people aren't as anchored and in their, I guess, peace and heart if they're going through a lot, and sometimes it can get a bit reactive, and people can well, have a go at each other, really. And I feel like this is a time for us to notice that our wounding is coming up. Yeah, our wounding, our deep pain body is karmic. Clearing is through the roof. So these places that we have been unaware of, yes, these places that we have been unaware of, that we have been in our shadow, yes, Emilia, in our shadow, where we cannot keep them suppressed anymore. So often this is seen as outbursts of anger, outbursts of rage, outbursts of or sadness, grief. You know, it can come out in different ways. And often this is historical. This is historical energy that is now finding something in your current experience to attach to. So, you know, it's tricky, isn't it? Because when these energies come up, they can be very fiery, very ferocious, very real. And then, you know, people that trigger that wounding for whatever reason can then it can be very explosive and indeed volcanic at times. And this is where we need to sort of give people a bit of leeway about what's coming up for them. If you feel that is okay for you to do, not being a doormat, but also giving people a little bit of leeway if they are projecting onto you, but also to understand that we're all going through the same process, and that there is a lot of heart healing and heart opening at the moment, and that is not always just beautiful love and light. That is sometimes deep rage, narcissistic wounding, and pain, really, that then wants to either seek revenge, seek resolution, needs to be heard. So this is a time to listen to yourself. Yes, this is a time to listen to yourself. What is it that you need? What is it that you need? It may be that you need to be a little bit quiet. It may be that you need to go and do a kickboxing class. You know, it's your individual process. But there is a lot of energy for new creation. But we also, at the same time as this new creation, we have to push out old density, old frequency, to be able to bring in this new creation. And I feel that's what we are doing right now. We are bringing in, we're pushing out the debris since the eclipse in the 11/11. And this isn't an easy process, because it is bringing up cellular memory and emotion from quite a long time ago, our childhoods and even past lives. Yes, so to honor that process within yourself and honor that in the process in those around you, and try not to get into divisive, polarizing, polarizing situations. Yeah, so you know, we can see it with the current outplay of DeSantis, Trump, you know, the Republican Party versus the Democrats in America, and all that starting to ramp up again because of the midterms. So where do we want to put our focus? Do we want to get drawn into polarization thought, polarization thinking? What is it that is going to serve us right now? I feel like I'll work with a few crystals, yeah, before I close this live today, just to really bring through some energies to support harmonization of the body, harmonization of the heart chakra, harmonization of your yin-yang, left-right channels. So this is, we have been invited to really merge the left and right channels of the body at this time. So anything that is left in the ancestral lines from our mother's line, our father's line, again is coming up to look at, to honor, to forgive even, as we move into a deeper sense of equanimity within ourselves. You know, every time we go through these upgrades, these upliftments, these notch-ups in ascension energies, in acceleration of energies, of course we have to do a bit of inner house cleaning and inner spring cleaning, so that we can get into a new level of integrated awareness, confidence, and absorb these higher frequencies. So this isn't this is not a unusual situation we find ourselves in. This is just another layer of the onion. This is just another peeling off of density. So things that maybe we thought we had resolved, yet again bubble back up. Relationships, karmic ties. You're just really deep feeling right now. We're still in Scorpio, heading into the new moon in Sag, around the 23rd, 24th, depending where you are in the world. So another potent portal day to bring in that fresh energy, to bring in that fresh beginning. But right now, I feel like we're really just cleaning off. You know, it's a bit like when you've been through a forest, and you know, you got it rained on, and there's mud, and there's leaves stuck to your skin, and there's dirt on your feet. It's like we've been through a bit of a storm. Yeah, let's call it a storm energetically, and we are in the eye of the storm. Yeah. So this eye of the storm, and it is more an inner storm than you would say an outer storm. It could precipitate into events externally, but right now it feels like this is an inner storm of our energy opening up, unfolding, expanding, releasing, so that we can strengthen and move forward. You know, we're moving forward as space holders, as conduits, as divine activators of source code through our own galactic lineages. Yeah. So let me work firstly with this citrine skull. I love this. It's a smoky citrine. I've worked with it once in one of the lives recently. But again, it feels very purifying. And it feels like, you know, balancing. It's got the two tones, the smoky and the more citrine. So I feel like it's balancing our own left-right channels, light and dark. Yeah. So let this energy, this light language, wash over your energy field. Please give me some feedback in the comments if you feel to, about how you experience it, if it feels beneficial. Yeah, and we'll go from there. Okay, so all you have to do with the light language, if you haven't experienced it before, or you're new to my channel, is just to really let it move through your being in whatever way feels pertinent to you, in whatever way feels in whatever feels of benefit, without intention that anything looks a particular way. Let go of expectations and just absorb the frequencies that are here to help you gain clarity, gain peace, gain stillness in this moment. Okay. Sharatudu shone bereko bononanage shele bereko nanananaka. Shelpatudu nege leshe bugadade ke barkananaki putudu de barananaka. Shalborko de banananaka putudu do no keep de bonananaki shele bugadataka. Shelpatudu de barki putudu no niki buko naniki budonanaki barki piki piki. Shelparki puno no kipu kukurki ponanananaka. Shelebede ki burko no ki patararaki. Tererataraki, shele batkarati pikutu no ki parkarakaraki, shele barki kurron de ki parkalaka, shele beleki kukuro no shika ya she, bereki kukurki ana arkikala eleki shikukukurko, belekarki kiki. So just taking a couple of breaths, letting that energy rest into you. So that was source code, golden light frequencies, working with your DNA and your cell consciousness to support this integration of the new light that is coming in and will continue to come in up until the solstice. So so this is to help you integrate and accelerate your frequency at a cellular level so that you may amplify your energy field and auric field to support divine activation of amplified soul work, soul purpose work, holding the space of the collective, but also being able to stay stable in your heart field while those around you may not be so. Okay, so that little piece there you might want to listen to. you could listen to it maybe once a day for 7 days, or 3 times a day for 3 days if you're feeling particularly activated or stirred up by something that's going on, or that you have been triggered into some deep wounding. Okay, so 3 times for 3 days if you are going through a deep process. Okay, yeah. So take a breath. Relaxing your belly, relaxing your solar plexus. Okay. Okay. So, how's everyone going? I just want to also work with these wings, yeah, that I purchased, or that came through this week. They are Russian flower agate, yeah. Yeah, so quite stunning. I know you've probably seen the Russian flower agate before, with me, the skulls and the towers and everything. I really feel this crystal has come at this time. So this transmission is around scapegoating. I mentioned Amanda Ellis earlier, and you know how sometimes when we are going through significant upgrades within our community, there is this tendency for fractions to happen within the community, which really aren't so helpful. So my heart and my love goes out to her today. I always love her work, and I feel that she speaks her truth without apology, and that's a blessing, I think, in this world. Yeah. So this flower, Russian flower agate, yeah, this is about scapegoating and the black sheep and people being singled out within communities, yeah, whether it's the lightworker community, whether it's the political community, whether it's a family, you know, this is around feeling singled out, the energy of putting everything on one single person because you don't want to look at your reaction to something, yeah? You don't want to look at the shadow or the energies that are coming up, so it's easier to have a go at somebody over there, to maybe gossip, to maybe, which we know we all can be guilty of, and or maybe just really blame them, yeah? And we can all do that too. So there's no judgment in that, but this is a clearing activation for your heart and solar plex. If you feel like you have been at the receiving end of scapegoating, or if you feel like you would like to offer protection and stability to somebody else, whether it's a family member or somebody in your community. So that just, again, heart solar plexus, we're listening to that sound. Yeah. Ashiputa batudono no shile barki barkoto ranana ashala barki anana ashka arala ashkala urya anna a iskele bede I iski bodono nanana keshile batke patanda raka al shaldi kur al shalde korki anana burko do shile barkanta de kiputana nanana kar ela la kar Ebeti che potuto no che parcanta car bede andare car e le bede che potuto parcanta car capar gibadanda chi cur con tutto chi patana na Shele peti ki potuto no che shele parcana na capar chi par conto chi pata shala bakor parconda daraki baconda daraki Pelekar. So taking a deep breath into your belly, into your base. So this scapegoating energy, I feel, is also riding on the frequency of Lord Metatron. I feel like he's come in through these angelic wings to support the releasing of that imprint from the collective field. So again, this may be one that you work for 7 days or as you feel appropriate. Okay. So just putting this back. Give me a second. So taking a breath. Taking a breath. If there's anything anyone wishes to share about that piece, please do. Please do. So on that process of, should we say, scapegoating or people being finding finding that they are on the receiving end or noticing it within the community, it is also often an indicator that you are going through an initiation yourself. So if you're a teacher or if you're or part of a community and you find you're on the receiving end of this, or you find you are also wanting to support people on the receiving end of this, then this is also an initiation. This is often a karmic releasing of fractions between community or past life karmic distortions coming up to be cleared. And I feel like it's important that we recognize this as an initiation. And yes, of course, of course, not to continue if you feel like you are in a toxic situation or you are feeling that you are at the receiving end of a behavior that isn't respectful for you personally. But also, I would also encourage discernment and engagement in the process. So, I think because of our sensitivity, which is so powerful in the work that we do energetically in our community as spiritual beings, as healers, as light workers, starseeds, it's a very powerful gift to have that psychic awareness, to have that intuition with energy, and to be able to read the field of others and do all those beautiful gifts that you can do. And also that does make us at times very reactive to others' reactions. So this is just a little I guess gentle reminder that for us to stay engaged in the process, sometimes we want to just run. We don't want to deal with something, or we don't want to deal with what it's bringing up in us, or we want to kind of cut off so that we don't have to feel something. And I would encourage you to explore that theme of cutting off right now. So as I said, please don't feel that you have to stay in situations that are abusive or unsafe or toxic for you. But if it's something that is going on with somebody in your energy field that you do have a lot of respect for, you do have a deep love for, or you do have or you do have an energy that is that it's you want to weather this storm, whether it's your storm, their storm, or a combination of the energies that are coming up right now. So zoom out a little and question everything between you and that person. What is coming up? What's the initiation for my soul right now? What am I getting or not getting in this connection? Why is that? Is this about this other person? Is it about my past? Is it about my childhood? Is it about young needs that are looking for expression? And that's fine too, not to berate yourself for that. But if you keep engaged in the process though, because this is where the healing can come, by actually working out in a different way, in staying in connection and working out a different resolution this time, so that you can have a different outcome and change the deep pattern that has been running for you. So if you're up for the initiation, I would say explore that theme, because there's rich learning as we try new things at the moment. Not always comfortable, and honestly, there's times where I don't want to engage, and there's times where I don't want to face things. So that's fine. Don't push yourself, but also be aware of the initiations that we're going through that are asking us to step up and step into more of our soul mastery, our self-mastery, through connectivity, through the connections with others, through feeling what we need to feel so that we can have a different experience and move through and really have more satisfaction within. Yeah, that's what it's about, really. Inner peace and satisfaction for the heart. Yeah. So I'll finish off with a little Mukite dragon. This also came in this week. Such a gorgeous one. So Mukite's a native crystal to Australia. And so I feel like it's connecting with the grids here in Australia for some grid work. And this is particularly, again, around island mentality, yeah? So this is for the Aussies in the room, but also anybody, anybody can feel this, feeling isolated and alone on an island. Yeah, so this is when you have the tendency to move inward, away from, and keep yourself safe, protective, but limit yourself in that, yeah? So you kind of isolate yourself from other. Yeah, because of trauma, because of patterning, because of family history, all of that jazz. So this is around breaking down the barriers, if it feels safe to do so, of island mentality. I am an island, or you're living on an island, as in Australia. Yeah. So let us. I guess this is about coming, and also about the community as well at this time. Let's not fracture in the community. Let's not go against one another just because we may have a different view or may have a big emotion coming up. Yeah, how can we, survive this next level of karmic dissolution? Yes, without, blowing ourselves up or blowing another person up. Yeah. So again, I'm just working with the solar plexus here. So this is around rage, narcissistic rage. This is around feeling alone and fear of being seen in strong emotion. That you fear that if you're seen in a strong emotion where it's deep grief, deep anger, deep sadness, that somehow the other will reject you. So this is about releasing that template of it's not okay to be a deep expressor of emotion. Yeah. So just working with this mukite. Yeah. Ashanda ke borkanda ke botuta ke barikabutu ke patana ka borkanda ke bedigeti. Shelebete ke botuto non ke botuto non ka barkabadana ka. Shalaburkoto to no no ke ananya na kototo ke banana ka. Shalabara di. Shelebatuto to naneki. Did kuno dotki. Kit. Shelepotuto non ka. Sheletuto kika. Shititititi. Shitititi patikununorki. Shiletite parananaka. Shutututututu. Shututututututatata. Shututatananananananana. So take a breath. So what I also saw during that transmission is like, give these strong, potent energies that are coming up for clearing to the earth. It's like I saw the earth and there was like cracks in the soil, and we just have to let that energy fall into the earth and let her dissolve and purify through the energies of inner earth. Yeah. So keep grounding, keep drinking lots of water, keep doing what you need physiologically for your own system. It's a big time. It's a big time. So if any of the crystals that I worked with today resonated for you, you can shout out. They are available in in my little shop. So if you feel that, or if any others drawing you, please shout out. And also, if you're feeling to connect with a one-to-one, half an hour, 45 minute, or 1 hour, you can do that. Just send me a message on Zoom or face-to-face, Sunshine Coast, Sydney, depending on the timing. And I hopefully will get to do 23rd of November workshop that will probably be online in Sunshine Coast, and 12/12 is definitely happening in Sydney. I will get the events out as soon as I can. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Please comment on this to get the algorithm up. Please share it with your friends if you feel it is relevant, and I'll also post the YouTube underneath so you can access that. And please like my YouTube channel and subscribe and all that jazz. So thank you for tuning in today, guys. Big energies, big releases. Wishing you very well on this beautiful Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye.